I hope all of you are in the spirit of reading, because today we're going to show you a deck from a very original product, which is, Cray Cross Epic. But strangely, this is the deck that does not promote reading at all, so another failed experiment. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Mr. here. Today I am back to cover Rorowa in DivineZ. And now you're wondering, why am I covering this now? Well, I've just never covered the deck in a year plus. Yeah, but you know what? As usual, because I'm not a fan of decks that actually win, today we have Fate of Off.
I love Hong Kong Vanguard scene.
So today we are going to be playing Rorowa. We're going to go through the deck. This deck has recently been upgraded again with the brand new promo card that came out.
Everspring Hunter Emeralds.
Yes, and the funny part was I actually got a complaint from an English player saying, but Rorowa already got a promo. Yeah, he has two now.
Oh, but this promo is reprinted in
Triple Drive Booster.
Yeah, so you can't complain.
So you can't complain, that's right. Don't complain. So we're gonna go through it real quick. It's a very easy to build list. I mean, it's Stoicheia, so
yeah, but you have a lot of options. So
but you have cool options.
Whatever you see in this deck is subject to change depending on your playstyle. As you can see, you can get away with playing one copy of Signpost Fairy if you want to.
Yeah, because it just won Vanguard yesterday. So
yeah, it just stopped the Vanguard yesterday.
Yeah, we are filming this. You can tell when now. Okay, yes. So let's get into the right deck.
Oh, okay. So the right deck is Bioroid Rorowa. You will see this starter everywhere because
everyone plays this starter.
This right line is everywhere, but now we're actually playing the deck that he belongs to.
Yeah, we are also using this right line in Cristiano, so check the link in the description.
So Bioroid Rorowa's skill is the same as every D starter. When roll upon, you draw a card. Then you roll upon, if you went second, you draw a card, and then you get your right deck energy crest.
Yes. So here's our energy.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not going to explain this very much because if you need to know all about energy, just check the link in the description for my DivineZ Explain video. But it's basically just free draws for Rorowa, which already draws quite a lot. So
yes, and then after that we are running the Grade 1 Rorowa. So the Grade 1 Rorowa must specifically write on top of the Grade 0 Rorowa to activate its effect, because when he's rolled on top of the Grade 0 Rorowa, you call a plant token. Yeah, call a plant token. So do note that you can actually play the V series plant tokens. You're not just restricted to playing this weird ass freaking like I don't know what the hell this is. Freaking tulip.
It's a penis.
Yeah. Okay. Penis. Okay, let's just go with that. Yeah, and then that's all it does. So he's really just there for the right deck. He's pretty good. And he's also a glitter ability unit. And then we go into the world 3000 years later Rorowa. So this is the Grade 2. He says when placed, so he's a generic, he doesn't need to run on top of the Grade 1 Rorowa. You retire one of your rear guards, and then you call 2 plant tokens.
Yeah.
To rear guard circle. So you can call the same column, you can call as boosters, you can call them like that, it doesn't matter. Any way that you think that your benefit, your early rush, Rorowa just facilitates that is really very good. And because it's generic, you can just play a different Grade 1 that gives you a plant token, or any rear guard as a Grade 1 instead, or if we ever get a Forerunner right line, then Rorowa can just retire sack the Forerunner to get 2 plant tokens. You don't have to play the Grade 1. And after that we get for one precious things Rorowa.
What's his precious thing?
I also want to know.
Okay.
Then so this Rorowa was reprinted in Triple Drive Booster as well, but it's in a different foiling, so you can just get him in Triple Drive Booster as well.
You can get whatever you want, bro.
Yeah. And he has 2 skills. So he states that once per turn, Soul Blast 1, you choose it's an act once per turn, Soul Blast 1, and you just call up to 3 plant tokens to your regular circle. So basically you start the previous turn with 2 plant tokens. And after that, you just Soul Blast, and then you make 3 more.
First time I will turn the camera.
Yes. So now you have 5. Now you have a whole field of plant tokens. Then this opens up a lot of different strategies. This is one of the backup strats for this deck is that you actually play the Claudine order, the Blossom in Blood.
That is not a Claudine order.
I mean, basically, you just play the order because your whole field is all 5k units, so you can just play Blossom in Blood to then have a backup strat if all your ready units die or something like that.
Well, I mean, if you let your wife die, you're pretty bad.
Yeah, but Rorowa is really it's actually the de facto plant token deck, because his second ability is that auto, when this unit would be attacked, you may retire any number of plant tokens, and for each plant token, you may retire any number of token units.
Yes.
So it doesn't need to just be plant tokens, it can be other things that are token units, foreshadowing. And for every token that you retire, he gains 5,000 power until the end of that battle. So basically, you can convert 3 of your plant tokens into a 15k shield. You can convert 2 plant tokens into a 10k shield, etc. etc.
Alright.
Yeah. So it's just a very, very strong boss unit in terms of utility, but he does not have much offensive power on his own.
Offensive powers, we will come to that right now. For our grade 3s, we play 4 copies of Kagayake Flash Rorowa.
Yeah,
and then we have 1 copy of regular Rorowa on the right deck.
Yeah.
We play 4 copies of Big Radylina, she's a big girl now, and 3 copies of Resolute Pair of Eyeballs.
Yeah. So go with the cross right first.
Yes.
So we have a Viridescent Flash Rorowa. So this is the upgraded version from Clash of Heroes from DBT 11. And he's also a glitter. Yeah, so both of them are glitter possessing units. So you just in case you forgot, this is very, very important for the other person that we're going to cover in the grade 3 section. So his first ability is that when he is rolled upon specifically on top of for 1 precious thing, so Rorowa, you call 2 plant tokens to your rearguard circle, and they both get basically get like the great nature buff, where it's like when they are sacked from rearguard circle until the end of your opponent's next turn, when they are sacked from rearguard circle for any ability, you draw a card.
That is so good.
Yeah, so you basically like you either sack them on your turn to either give power to one of your units, or you sack them defensively on Rorowa, and then you can draw from those skills after that.
That's so good.
So it's just a very, very strong defensive mechanic for this deck, because now you don't just get power, you also get draw at the same time. And then his second ability is Vanguard Circle. Then also like all of the other DBT 11 cross rights, you activate Personal Right after you call the 2 plant tokens. So do not activate Personal Right immediately, you will get DQ'd, please.
Haha.
Then his second ability is that when he attacks, you choose for 1 precious thing Rorowa from your soul and you bind it. You choose one of your other units on your field with the glitter ability. This unit and that unit gain 5,000 power until the end of turn, and this unit gains critical +1.
So strong.
Yeah, so it's basically just a very strong crit pressure unit, and originally of course it was balanced around, it's turn 4, you want to try and close the game already, that's why he gets a crit. But now it's on turn 3. Now he can do this on turn 3.
We are so dead.
Yeah, so what was a rather middling, like honestly I think it was one of the worst out of the 5 effects for the Clash of Heroes, like cross strikes. Now it suddenly turned into the best effect.
Yeah.
Genuinely like absolutely disgusting critical +1 when your opponent's grade 2. Just very fair and balanced card. Yeah, overall like Viridescent Flash Rorowa really did save this deck, but in terms of like giving it the offensive pressure it does, because the extra 5k actually goes a long way, because we can spread that 5k across not just 2 units but 3 units, as we will go on to the rest of the grade 3 section. So we're going to skip grade 3 Radylina for now, because it's not going to make much sense until we actually do the grade 2 Radylina. So we're just going to go into Resolute Pair of Eyes, which is the first tournament promo that Rorowa got in 2022. He got it together with everyone's favourite Experiment Henceforth.
Wow!
The strongest meta warping card of 2022. That is not Chrono Jet Dragon next stage.
Play differently.
Yes. So Resolute Pair of Eyes is a set order.
Wait, is yours original printing?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's very weird. This is like one of the only like set orders in all of Stoicheia besides Judgment Maelstrom. So this is very, very odd for being a set order. And to set it, you must Counterblast 1 and retire one of your rear guards. Okay, yeah, Judgment Maelstrom. Then you must retire one of your rear guards to search your deck for up to 1 card with Radylina and his card name and add it to your hand. So either the grade 2 Radylina or the grade 3 Radylina. Yeah, so basically it's just for consistency, it just acts as an extra Radylina in your hand. And also if you're missing one of the Radylina, you can just search out for the other one.
Yep.
And then its second ability is the reason why it's a set order, is because continuous in the order zone, all of your back row token units gain 5,000 power. And this stacks for every single set order that you have, just as similar to Judgment Maelstrom. So basically you have all your back row tokens gain 5k, so they're 10k base. If you have 2, they become 15k base. If you have 3, they get 20k base, etc. etc.
That's so good.
So the reason why like I only run 3 is because like it's a set order, so it's a dead card in hand, it's a 0 shield card. And even though like it gives you the power pump, like you generally like only really need like 1 to really close the game. Like having 2 is a bit excessive. Like just like at that point your opponent is so dead that it doesn't really matter at that point. So having consistency is okay, but then it's like you can just draw the Radylina instead. So it's like you don't really need the order. Yeah. And now we move on to the grade 2s.
What? You're not covering Radylina?
No, we are covering Radylina. So this is the grade 2 Radylina, and then we have the grade 3 Radylina.
Oh, so we're just covering Radylinas in one section.
Yeah.
Alright.
So grade 2 Radylina is the glitter partner for Rorowa for basically both the Cray Cross Epic manga as well the Cray Cross Epic web series as well as the deck itself.
Yeah.
So Radylina's effect is that if you do not have a Momoke token on your field, you may counter +1 to call a Momoke token. So this is what the Momoke token is. It's reprinted in every set that Rorowa comes in. You literally cannot tell me you cannot buy this card. And what Momoke says is that it has a act once per turn. You may retire any number of your rear guards to give this unit 5,000 power.
It's a once per turn. So
yes.
You cannot retire one by one. You retire X many as you want, one shot, and then that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Then his second ability is that if I'm not wrong, is that so if you have a glitter unit in the same column as him, then he gains the Momoke token gains the ability to attack from the back row.
Damn.
So that means that it's an automatic 4th attack for Rorowa because you attack with the token and you attack with Radylina.
That's so good.
Yeah, and the reason why you attack with Radylina last is because it's her ability which states you have to keep it here. It states that when she attacks, you may if your Vanguard glitter ability is that if your Vanguard is a Rorowa, so it specifically needs to be a Rorowa because it's a grade 2, you only need to care if it's the grade 2 or the grade 3 or Rorowa.
Or just Viridescent Flash also counts.
Yeah, and then you may soul +1 and you choose the token unit in the same column as her, and then her power increases by that token unit's power. So it's the same concept as Suggest, where you basically take the token unit's. She doesn't change her power to the token unit's power. She takes her 10k and then she adds on top the token unit's power. So let's say Momoke is like 20 and she's 10, then she becomes 30k.
Damn.
Yeah, so she's just like, if Momoke is already very big, Radylina is going to be even bigger because she's in the front row, so she can profit from Persona right front triggers, things like that. And any power that you give to Momoke, you can on like triggers and things, you can pass it to Radylina as well. Which profits even harder because then we have the grade 3 Radylina, which states this that so her auto that doesn't require Rorowa is that at the start of your main phase, if you do not have a Momoke token, you get to call a Momoke token. So basically she's just there because she's there in case that she's on the field and then you don't have the grade 2 Radylina, she can still give you the Momoke in case. Because Momoke just needs a Radylina in front of him to activate the effect.
Yep.
But grade 3 Radylina states is that at the end of the battle that your Radylina rearguard attack, you may retire a Momoke token and a Radylina in the same column to call her to a front row rearguard circle, and her power increases by the power of the Momoke token that was retired for this effect. Yeah, so she gains so she inherits Momoke's power. So that's why you usually give the trigger power to Momoke, so that not only does your grade 2 Radylina profit, your grade 3 Radylina profits as well. Yeah, so it's a very simple effect. It's basically just raging form. So it's a very good finisher for this deck. If the extra crit from Viridescent Flash wasn't enough to end the game as it is.
Alright. Moving on to our grade 1s. Our grade 1s, we play for Perfect Guards.
Yeah.
We play for copies of Holo Mushroom.
Yeah. The grade 1 should be very self-explanatory.
For copies of this guy.
4 copies of Misty Habitat. And one copy of the grade 1 Rorowa.
The grade 1 Rorowa.
Yeah, so the grade 1 Rorowa for the right there is self-explanatory. It's a very good early rush tool because it gives you a 13k Vanguard column on turn 1. And then if you have the rest of the grade 1 tools here, you can profit even harder from the grade 1 rush. So we're gonna go through Mushroom first. Is probably the easiest one. Is probably the strongest card Rorowa can ever get ever. It's a 6k grade 1. It puts itself into Soul as an act to call 2 plant tokens.
Yep, that's it.
And then if you have a Grandfield Vanguard, you choose all your regards, give you 5k. But we're not on Grandfield.
Perfect Guards, you obviously need for Perfect Guards to stay alive. You can play Sensitive if you packed it from your Quick Start decks.
Yeah. And here is the flex slots. Because really like the last... Okay, no, we go through Emeralds first. So, Everspring Hunter Emerance states that from hand at act, you may put this card into your soul to search your deck for up to one Rorowa with a different name from your current Rorowa Vanguard, and then you write it.
Different Rorowa
if I'm not
name?
Yeah,
it does, yeah. Yeah, it states No, it only searches for Viridescent Flash.
Okay, so it means that if you're currently sitting on for one precious things Rorowa, you put this card into your soul from your hand to search your deck from your hand. Only from hand. It doesn't work on regular circle.
So it saves a spot on the space.
Yeah.
Damn, it's so good.
No, it's actually very bad. I genuinely wish it was also regular circle as well, but it's okay. So then you write Viridescent Flash Rorowa, and if you did not write this turn, think Saber Dragon.
Activate the persona.
You can, if you did not write this turn, then you activate persona, right? So if you did, so that means that on your very first grade 3 turn, you can use Emeralds to go straight into Viridescent Flash, but you do not get the persona, right?
Oh, thank God, that'll be too strong though.
Yeah, but you still get the 2 tokens that you can be sacked off for the draw.
And then you still get a crit.
Yes.
Bruh.
Yeah, so Emeralds is just a very strong. It has catapulted this deck from bad to not bad.
They're underestimating it.
Yeah. So, and then also his second ability is that, if you have a Rorowa Vanguard, this unit gains 5k shield.
Yay.
And it counts for the entire line. So that means that if you have access of him and you already have Viridescent Flash in hand, means that you just need the 1 for the first grade 3 turn. He gets 10k shield.
Nice, it's pretty good.
Yes, it's not bad. And then the last 7 slots of this deck can basically be about anything that you really want to. But for this build, it's going to be a very consistent build because you want to try and dig for pieces, you want to try and think deck for triggers, and you want to make sure that you get to draw your Emeralds if you need to.
Okay.
So we're going with 3 Dianta. So Dianta is also reprinted in
Triple Drive Booster.
Yeah, so do remember to pick up your copy because she's a very, very strong card for all Stoicheia as a whole. And
no, she's very bad in Cristianos.
Okay, she's bad in Cristianos. Okay. First ability is that auto when placed on Regular Circle, if you have a grade 3 or lower, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, you may counterblast 1 to call a grade 3 or lower unit from your drop zone to a Regular Circle. And her second ability is that continuous Regular Circle. If you have 2 or more grade 1 or lower units in your back row Regular Circles, it gains 5000 power.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's basically like it's just her plus like a plant token or another grade 1, then she gets 5000 power. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. And then so basically Dianta is just there to revive our Radylina, as well as also it's a good 13k booster in order to end the game. But she's not needed. You definitely do not need Dianta in this deck. I can tell you right now, like I played this deck for a very long time without Dianta with like decent success.
Okay.
So you don't really need Dianta.
Alright.
But Dianta is just good as a safety net because unlike all of the revive orders that Stoicheia has, she's a 13k body.
Okay.
I think another card you can play is the other double rare that came in. We came with Viridescent Flash in DVD 11, which is Matthias. So Matthias basically just spawns a plant token at the start of the battle phase.
Oh.
And it's a Soul Blast 2. The Soul Blast 1 retire 2 to spawn a grade 2 or lower card from your drop zone back.
Also, you can recur Radylina.
Yeah, so it's but it costs soul, so that's why I didn't really like it. And it's a retire 2, whereas Dianta is free. It's just CB1.
True. Alright, let's talk about Habitat then. Misty Out Habitat.
So Misty Out Habitat, I think everyone knows at this point, is that you play for free. It's a free play cost Stoicheia order, so that's quite rare.
Yep.
You look at the top 7 cards in your deck, you choose one card with grade equal to or lower than your Vanguard, you call it.
Damn.
100% generic. 100% no nothing, no drawback, nothing. It's just call one. And the other 2 continuous basically just means that if you find Misty Arc Habitat when you play Misty Arc Habitat, if you find another copy of Misty Arc Habitat in your top 7 and you don't feel like taking anything else, you can choose to call the Misty Arc Habitat to a regular circle. It will fail and go to the drop zone, and then from the drop zone it goes to your hand.
That's so good.
Yeah, so Misty Arc Habitat literally cannot fail the search because you will always find either himself or a card that is grade equal to or lower than your Vanguard, basically, because it's top 7. There's really very, very hard ways to fail. So Misty Arc is just there to dig for your Radylina if you cannot find it without relying. Because you can do it on grade 2. Because on grade 2 you can't use your Resolute Pair of Eyes yet, so that's why you just use the Habitat. And Habitat also helps you search for your Mushroom. It helps you search for your Dianta. And it also helps you search for like extra like, you know, Viridescent Flash or Grade 3 Radylina that you can use to beat on the regular circle.
Damn.
Yeah. So overall, it's just a very good card.
Alright. Last but not least, our triggers. Our triggers, we obviously still play our Copter Grade 0 Rorowa, and then we will play 8 crates, 4 heals, 1 Elder Breath, because you know Elder Breath is pretty good, and then
no, it's not Elder Breath
Farball. Yeah.
So France is a very controversial pick for this deck, I understand, because it's a very piece reliant deck, but realistically, this deck needs to win as quickly as possible. That's why we just play France. And you also do, the shield does come in handy against stuff like Full Blast, especially Full Blast, because you know you need the 20k shield to stop Fergosa. And it's also very, very strong against stuff like Ignis, because you know you have to also guard early against that as well. So overall, just having the extra 15k shield instead of having the 5k shield that may or may not draw you into cards is, you know, it's never bad.
Alright.
Yeah, but like a lot of this deck, because it's Stoicheia, is just personal preference.
Okay, and that brings us to the end of our Rorowa video for DivineZ. As you can see here, a lot of it is still old stuff that you can get pretty easily from stuff like, you know, Triple Drive Booster, but at the same time, a lot of it is relatively newer, either through tournament promos or through their more modern reprints. And this deck is definitely good. This deck just won Vanguard side at like 10th place or something. 10th place, and it does have consistent results here and there throughout the course of Rorowa's lifespan as a deck. From set 5 to now, Rorowa has always been somewhere more rather than not, either higher in the meta or lower in the meta. It's quite affordable to build time and time again, I would say. So it's not that bad. It's definitely a good option if you want to play Stoicheia. If you like the web novel, but you know, you know, I don't know, maybe you just like husband and wife stuff, then you will like this deck pretty much. Other than that, I think that's really about it. It's a fun deck for DivineZ. You can compete pretty well against most things.
Yeah, it does play very differently from a lot of decks in D now. You have to gear back your mindset to like stuff from like V series and like stuff from like original, where you want to just like rush early, slam down everything possible, and try to win before. And you might even need to deny Grade 3 Rider. You have to, because you know you profit so much on the first day. You already can do a lot of the stuff that this deck does on Grade 2, so there's really no point riding up sometimes.
Right, and now that you have Emeris, now you can just jump into Viridescent Flash and then just kill him when you're a bit more comfortable on killing him. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye bye.